Hi kids, in today's video we are going to start with Unit 11, which is about government and role of citizens. So let's start. It is the duty of the government to provide health, education, jobs, electricity, water, gas and justice facilities to the citizens. Government establishes many institutions for this purpose. These institutions include schools, colleges, hospitals, courts, police stations and various offices. It is the duty of the citizens to take care of these institutions and keep them clean. So, kids, in the very first paragraph, in the beginning of this unit, we have been provided with a general introduction and basic definition of government. That what is the duty of government? It is basically to provide health, education, job, basic necessities to the citizens. Similarly, by the end of this first paragraph, it is also stated that it's not only that government has to do everything. Citizens, we all are equally responsible to take care of all these institutions such as the schools, colleges, hospitals, courts, police stations and various offices, so to clean them. Public problems and their solutions. Clean drinking water. This is the essential and the biggest problem to which we are actually looking the solution and finding out. Problems are increased with the increase in population. Clean and drinkable water is not available in many urban and rural areas. It is polluted with mud and germs. Such water must be filtered and boiled before drinking. At certain places, water filtration plants are in use. In deserts, very little water is available. People living in deserts have to fetch water for drinking and other purposes from far off places. Government tries to provide drinkable water to all the people. We should use water not only when needed so that may not become short and the other people can use it. So the biggest problem we face for clean drinking water is that we waste it a lot. We don't preserve it. So what we are supposed to do is because population is increasing minute by minute, so is the case getting worse of clean and drinkable water. At many areas people have to go and travel miles and miles away to fetch clean and water, drinkable water. We are calling it clean. We have mineral water, we have filter water, but in desert areas and village type of areas, there people have to travel miles and miles away to fetch drinkable water. So government is doing their job somehow to provide drinkable water. We also are equally responsible to keep it safe. Schools. Let's talk about some institutions. A person who cannot read and write is called an illiterate person. Illiterate persons cannot play any role in societal development. An illiterate person is neither aware of his own problems nor he can find their solutions. To solve his problems, he has to depend upon others. The main cause of illiteracy is the poverty. Poor people put their children at work instead of sending them to schools. In certain areas, children cannot get education because there are no schools in such areas. So, kids, school is really a basic institution in any of the society that provide basic education. But we feel that there are many people who are very illiterate. They cannot even read and write. Right, this is a very basic definition that a person cannot read and write as an illiterate person. So such people, even though they have some share in our society, they do not take part in social development and they become burden somehow. So government has to take some initiative for kids can get at least basic education free. To solve this problem, government has declared primary education compulsory for every child. Parents are legally bound to get their children admitted in the school. New schools are being established in those areas where there are no schools. Government is providing free books to the children from class 1 to 10. So, kids, government is taking initiative. So, it's not only the responsibility of government, but also the citizens like us. We can, if we can help someone, we should. Health. In many areas, health facilities are very poor. In some areas, patients have to travel long distance for getting treatment. This makes the patient more sick. Sometimes the patient dies before reaching the hospital. To solve such problem, government establishes hospitals and basic health units in different areas. So basically, health is another issue. We don't find much, hospitals in such areas where people are not very much educated or aware. So they have to travel so long mile hour away to at least get the basic health education. Such facilities are to be provided by government, but we also are equally responsible. Then another problem is proper disposal of sewage water. This is the biggest problem in our society. The non-availability of proper disposal of sewage water is a serious problem, such as kids, as you can see, it's a rainy weather, monsoon is here, so that definitely we have to be very careful. In certain areas, due to poor drainage systems, sewage water enters the streets and nearby localities. This causes diseases. So, kids, what is corona? Corona is also one of the disease, because of pollution, because of unhygienic conditions. So, we have to be very careful when it comes to disposal of sewage water. Bad smell of sewage water creates health problems. We should not throw garbage into drains so that gutters may not block. Manholes must be covered by lids. Drains must be cleaned regularly. Lime should be sprinkled at the banks of the drains. Do not let dirty water stagnate in the streets so that mosquitoes may not breed. So, it's a link of one thing to the other, right? If we as a citizen, government officials are not going to come to our homes to collect the garbage, right? We have to go out and throw the garbage, put the garbage into the bins. They must be installed outside the homes in the societies. We should not throw the garbage on the road. During the festival of Eid al Adha, we find so much dirt and garbage and trash, being thrown on the road, over the streets. So this is us who have to build the society, who have to have some responsibilities. So, because of all this situation, because of the stagnant water, contaminated water, mosquitoes arise, and then definitely the corona, the dengue, all such diseases generated in our society, and we have to face so fatal incidents. Trees may be planted at proper places. This will increase the beauty of that area. Such works can be done on self-help basis or through the mohalla committees. Government also supports in solving these problems. So, kids, see, everything has to. I mean, this is fact that government has to provide basic facilities, but being a citizen, we have to fulfill our responsibilities. We have to have some mohalla committees and plant some trees so that we can have some good, at least clean air. Working on self-help basis. Now this is the solution. Government does many things for the citizens of its country and tries its best to provide all facilities to the people. All departments of the government work together to do this. However, there are many problems which can be solved by the citizens on self-help basis. For example, cleanliness of the locality and the strengthening of embankments in flood affected areas can be done on self-help basis. After filling the pond with soil, trees can be planted there. So, kids, as just we talked before, that we have to take responsibilities on our shoulders. We have to prove that we are responsible citizens. We live in a responsible country and society. So it's not just that government has to come and it has to do everything for us. We have to show our responsibilities. We have to show the cleanliness of the locality and the mohalla committees to be made. A good citizen. Now this comes the definition of who is a good citizen. People can become good citizens by practicing justice and fair play, helping others and observing rules and regulations. So this comes the basic definition of a good citizen, who is a responsible one, that who practice justice and fair play and help others in observing rules and regulations is anyone who can be called a good citizen. Now, what do we mean when we say practicing justice? A person cannot be a good citizen without practicing justice. A society cannot progress without justice. A fair justice means that every citizen can get his due rights. Justice is necessary in every walk of life. Observing rules and regulations. A person who observes rules and regulations could either designated by the mohalla committees or the unions or the Sadar parties. We have to follow and observe the rules and regulations. Helping others. It is not only the responsibilities of our elders. If you are younger, if you have no, if the person who you are asking for your help is not your relative, no matter what, We can help others in one way or the other. Respect for rights of others. So you have to realize that it's not only you who has some rights, it's the other people as well who have some of the same rights. To respect others is a quality of a good citizen. A good citizen always respects others' rights. Depriving the others from the rights can create unrest. So we should realize that if we have certain rights, the other person may also have the same one. So we should respect each other and each other's rights as well. So in this unit, we learned about government, their responsibilities and role of citizens. We have to take equal part. Let's move to the exercise. So the exercise says give short answers. Who is responsible for providing basic necessities to the people? It's the government who has to provide the basic necessities to the people. Name two important problems and suggest their solutions. Kids, is already there in your unit, right? The two important problems may be clean drinking water, right? And less schools. Why is it necessary to help others? It is a quality of a good citizen. So you can say it is a quality of So it's a quality of a good citizen. That's why it's necessary to help others. Write the benefits of obeying laws, right? So this question number 4 and question number 2 you can do on your own because all the answers are given in the text in the chapter. Now you have to mark the correct answers. Let's do it. The first one says, who solves public problems? Government. Number 2 is the growth in population leads to increase in traffic, increase in prosperity, decrease in use of electricity, improvement in education. Characteristics of good citizen: law breaking, abiding law, wrong parking, blocking roads. Abiding law. Abiding means to fulfill. Roads are blocked due to police, heavy traffic, heat, cold, heavy traffic. So kids, these are the correct answers. Here we have some blanks that we have to fill using these 4 words. Let's see. A person lives in the society along with other humans. We should take care of the necessities of our needy relatives. Abiding traffic rules is a sign of a good citizen. We should treat each other with respect and honor. So kids, another activity is here of matching the column A and column B. Every person in the world is respectable. Without practicing justice, a person cannot be a good citizen. An illiterate person is one who cannot read and write. A teacher gives children and elders education. For all of us, a farmer cultivates crops. So this is the exercise, and this is all from this unit, government and role of citizen. I hope you understood and enjoyed the video. I'll be back with some more. Till then, take care of yourselves. Bye.